Good morning to you. It is Wednesday, October the 30th, one day away from Halloween. Good to have you with us on Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. We're live at the HCCTV studios this morning. My co-host, Dr. Lana Pagao, is joining me right now from the Northwest College, communications director out there. Good to see you, Lana.
Good morning, Todd. Yep, the day before Halloween, which can't come soon enough because I've been eating all the Snicker bars.
Yeah, lots of candy around. In fact, I just dumped a big bag of candy in the a big bowl here at HCCTV. So we'll see if that lasts throughout the day. I'll give it till about lunchtime before it's all gone. These guys here love candy.
Right. Yeah. Well, let me tell everybody how they can find us. We are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if your team is lucky, maybe they'll have some candy waiting for them for the noon broadcast.
Maybe so. Okay, we've got a couple of guests coming up. Lana, you're going to be interviewing this next guest. Kavita Self is the senior director of the Houston Museum of Natural Science in Sugar Land and our Good Works Wednesday guest. Good to see you, Kavita. Thanks for being here. Let's see. I think your mic is muted.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So you guys are getting ready for the holidays. You've got something called the Jingle Tree, and you're going to tell us all about that, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right, we're looking forward to talking to you. Lana will be with you in about 10 minutes. But it's Small Business Wednesday as well, and we have a family business that's been helped by HCC's entrepreneurial programs. Warren Broadnax is the co-founder and CEO of She's Happy Hair, as well as Happy Me Tea, and our Small Business Wednesday guest. Warren, good to see you. I believe we had a close relative of yours on our show recently. Is that right?
Yes, I think my wife got a chance to join you guys last week.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She was telling us all about, I believe it was Happy Me Tea. And you're here to tell us about She's Happy Hair. Give us a brief description of your company and how it came about.
Okay. Well, She's Happy Hair is the #1 virgin hair supplier in the United States. Meaning we sell women's hair extensions. This is a brand I started out the trunk of my car in 2012 with just a small investment of $900. In the last 12 years, we've expanded tremendously. We currently have 5 locations across the United States. We have 3 here in the greater Houston area and a booming e-commerce presence as well.
Tell us a bit about getting started, because your wife was telling us when you were doing the T-shirt company, you guys basically started in your garage. And I guess was it the same time that you were selling the extensions out of the back of your car as well?
No, we actually started the T-shirts probably about 2 years or 2.5 years after She's Happy Hair.
Okay.
So my co-founder, who's a military veteran with me, called and with the initial idea for She's Happy Hair while I was a Houston firefighter. And I thought that was crazy, Todd, because I didn't know anything about hair extensions, but I was an aspiring entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So when he hit me with the idea, I felt like, we can put some wheels on this thing and get it running. So I started taking my next 5 days off that I would have a week from the Houston Fire Department and just started learning about hair extensions. So we started out the trunk of our car August 2012. About December 2012 is where we opened our first location. Say location. But it was a 200 square foot space in an office building on the 5th floor. We just kind of transformed that into a makeshift retail space. And through innovative marketing strategy, which we were using radio advertising, we kind of built a real brand loyalty. And I would get T-shirts printed for myself, my employees, as well as my customers. And it was out of that necessity and kind of utilizing in local T-shirt companies that I started Happy Me Tea. I was like, well, if I'm paying all of these guys bills, I could just create this company myself, and then I could market that out. So that's kind of how Happy Me Tea was started about 2.5 years after She's Happy Hair.
So you reached a certain point. At what point did you get involved with HCC and looking at growing your business?
I think initially when I got into the Goldman Sachs 10K SB program. That's when the HCC connection came, and that was right at COVID. So I was actually like the COVID class of HCC. I think we started in like 2020. So
Yeah.
everything was completely virtual, but it still was very, very demanding. So that was my initial HCC ties. Since then I've attended the Mattress Max School of Selling. I'm also working on having my leaders from Houston, my Houston locations, go through the Mattress Max School of Selling to train them up. And as of recently, I think I was just the keynote speaker here for an HCC event with Junior Achievement as well.
Right. How did the Goldman Sachs program help you out, help you grow?
Ah, man, it stopped one of my most painful training methods, trial and error. The 10K SB program, it allowed me to kind of, really think out, my growth plan for my company that ultimately came the vision statement for She's Happy Hair. It really put me around a lot of other, marvelous entrepreneurs who challenged me to dream bigger and look at my company through a bigger lens and challenged me to kind of think about it bigger, and the alumni from that, we still are friends. We still push each other. We still support each other in entrepreneurship. And I got a chance to attend an amazing event, the Goldman Sachs 10K SB like alumni event in Washington, D.C., where I got a chance to sit down personally and talk with a few of our senators here in Texas and tell them about the challenges that face small business owners like myself.
And, from what I've been reading, you've spoken of how the impact of these HCC programs keep giving. And you kind of mentioned it, the relationships you were able to build, learning from other entrepreneurs. It seems like in the business you're in, you're constantly learning to get the next new marketing idea, right?
Yes, absolutely. And, having that support system from those alumni, and also, in any business, and it's the failure is the most consistent thing, right? And if your fellow friends or your inner circle are not fellow entrepreneurs, they don't understand that. So being able to still stay tapped in and get that encouragement from our alumni and give that encouragement to them as they go through their challenges, it means the world to me.
If you had a small business owner that came up to you and they said, I'm thinking about getting into this HCC business plan competition, but I just don't have time. I'm doing okay. What would be your suggestion to them, and what would be your words to them?
Number one is I understand, right? When you're wearing multiple hats as a small business owner, you never feel like you don't have time to kind of grow yourself. But what I would tell them is that you don't have time not to go. Like, you can't afford not to go and attend these things. People really don't see the value because they feel overwhelmed, but they don't understand when they attend these entrepreneurial classes at HCC and these programs, it gives them the clarity and as well as the wherewithal to be able to regain some of their time back. So what I would tell them is that you can't afford not to attend.
Small businesses it's being said, a lot, especially in the campaigns that are going on, are the backbone of America right now. But in a lot of cases, they struggle, and many of them do not make it to the point where they are profitable or continue on with the business. You were able to start with $900 and turn this to an incredible company. What words of encouragement would you give people? Because everybody wants to say, you know what, I've got $900. I want to start a company that's going to make me a bunch of cash and support a bunch of employees.
A few things. Number one is it will not be easy. Right. That's the kind of like my number one thing I tell myself all day is nobody said it would be easy. Because I think a lot of people fail too because they feel like business gets too hard. You have to go in expecting it to be the hardest thing you will ever do in your life. My two pieces of advice for them is number one is to be fearless. Right. Entrepreneurship, you just don't know what you don't know. Right. Trial and error, you're going to bump your head through this whole process. You have to stay committed. Leads to my second piece of advice is you have to be relentless. Business beats you up every day. The failures are nonstop. You have to continually learn, continue your positive self-talk, and keep yourself in programs like HCC. That's why I'm so thankful for all the programs you guys provide.
Warren Broadnax is the co-founder and CEO of She's Happy Hair, as well as Happy Me Tea, and our Small Business Wednesday guest. Congrats to you and your wife. We wish you the best of success, and we'll hope to see you again soon.
Okay, thank you. So have a great morning.
All right, we're going to have all the information on their companies and our business plan competition in our social media post after the show. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Are you already thinking holidays? Maybe the Christmas holidays, well, we've got a special guest coming your way after this break. We'll see you in 60 seconds.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me. I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
And we're back with Kavita Self, Senior Director of the Houston Museum of Natural Science, Sugar Land, and our Good Works Wednesday guest. Welcome to the show, Kavita.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we are looking forward to talking about the fun the museum is having for a good cause, the Jingle Tree. So let's begin with the basic details about this annual event.
Jingle Tree is our annual fundraiser, and this year the dates are November 15th through the 21st. And it's basically a week-long celebration of all things holiday. We have an exhibit, really, if you will, set up of festive trees, festive decor that our museum guests can visit on their regular visit to the museum. And it's a great way to kick off the holidays and support a good cause.
Great. I love Christmas, so the holiday season can't start soon enough for me. In fact, one of my friends, she puts her tree up the day after Halloween. So that's pretty funny.
We endorse that.
Yeah. So I understand that even the dinosaurs are kind of sort of decorated for the occasion.
Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful? Can't you imagine T-Rex with a Santa hat on? While the dinosaurs are not decorated, but the entire museum is. So the showcase of trees ranges from traditional to whimsical. We've had dinosaur-themed trees and under the sea. This year, we'll have a chemistry. We love puns. And so we have all kinds of themed trees, but then we also have the traditional trees. So no matter what you're looking for, you'll find something that will fit your decor. The fun thing about this event is the timing as well, because it ends on the 21st. And we then deliver the trees to the lucky winners. This is a silent auction that goes on throughout the week. And so you can pick your favorite early on and bid on it. You can buy it outright if you really don't want to take the chance of not getting it. And after the event is over, we bring the tree to your home and set it up for you. So you are all set for Thanksgiving, which is the following week.
Excellent. Now, who sponsors the event and who decorates the trees?
So our presenting sponsor is Houston Methodist Sugar Land Hospital, and they've been a long-term supporter of the museum. You know, we really share a mission of not only supporting the local Fort Bend community, but also in a commitment to science education. And so they have been really wonderful, generous supporters for several years. The trees are sponsored and decorated by local talents. We have designers, artists, people who just love the holidays. And so they sponsor the tree. They come up with the theme. They come to the museum, decorate it, set it up. And then they come back and enjoy the festivities with us during the week-long event.
Now, you said there's a silent auction for the trees, and this is where the Good Works comes in. Who benefits from the proceeds of the auction?
So this is this is something that we all feel very passionately about, is about increasing the inclusivity and the accessibility at the museum. And the proceeds from this go out, support our efforts to partner with, for example, over 30 local area nonprofits, and the populations that they serve, by providing either discounted visits or free visits. One of the other things that we are really proud of is our sensory friendly mornings. We do this several times a year, and we open early for people who have registered, people with autism and their families, and make the accommodations in the museum so that they can have an enjoyable visit. And the proceeds of the event go towards supporting those kinds of activities.
Now, your main sponsor is back this year, your presenting sponsor, Houston Methodist Sugar Land Hospital. What are the other sponsors? Who are the other sponsors, and what are they sponsoring?
We have a variety of sponsors, whether they are local companies or museum supporters, people who are committed to our mission of local interactive science education. So really the sponsors are across the breadth of our community. They represent every sector, whether it's commercial or personal. We have sponsors, for example, who are grandparents who love to bring their kids, their grandkids to the museum. They see what we offer the community and they want to support that effort. So sponsorship goes across the spectrum, and we're very fortunate in having several sponsors as well as several designers who come back year after year. So supporting Jingle Tree becomes a tradition for them as well.
So for the folks who may not be able to make it down to experience Jingle Tree, what other activities are going on?
So if you can't make it in person to support Jingle Tree, you can still participate online on your phone. Because the silent auction is a mobile one, it's a digital one, you can log on to jingletree.hmns.org and sign up to be notified when the auction goes live. You will be able to view everything that is up for bidding throughout the week. And as I said, you could identify what you like, you could bid remotely. We've had people bid and win trees and never see them in person, but they just loved the theme or the look. And so, there are ways to participate without coming in person. The event itself, the week-long event, kicks off with a tree lighting, which is exactly what it sounds like. We have our guests there in a darkened hall, exhibit hall, and then we count down to the lights coming on and all the trees being lit up and transforming into sort of this festive wonderland, followed by a holiday workshop on the 19th, where you get to watch a holiday fashion show, you get to participate in things like learning how to make a centerpiece or tie a bow. And then it culminates with what we call the festive finale, which is the cocktail party that ends the event on the 21st. And that's when every single tree finds a home.
So do you have any inkling or preview of what some of the tree themes would be this year?
Well, I know that we have an under the sea tree, which is absolutely gorgeous. We have a very traditional red and gold tree. We also have reindeer themes, nutcracker themes. There's a lot of whimsical trees this year. And we also have things like wreaths and centerpieces. So it's, if you have your tree already, or multiple trees, as some of us do, you can still support the effort by looking at the decor that we have on display.
Well, that sounds like absolute fun. I can't wait for the holidays to come around, just around the corner. So thank you, Kavita Self, Senior Director of the Houston Museum of Natural Science, Sugar Land, and our Good Works Wednesday guest. We'll have your info in our post after this show. Thank you so much, Kavita.
Thank you. And I'll look forward to seeing you at the museum.
Absolutely. And coming up after a quick commercial break, Todd and I will return with some news and announcements.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. We are live this morning. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we are live at the HCCTV studios. Got a few announcements of things happening around the district. One of them going on today. In fact, right now, wonderful Wednesdays at HCC Southeast. It's got a bit of a Halloween flair to it, one day away from Halloween, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. today. They're having Wicked Warehouse, Spooky Careers in Logistics. You can check that out at HCC's Eastside Student Life Building. See our post after the show for more information on this. And we've got a haunted campus quest happening at the Northline campus, Lana.
That's right. HCC Northeast will host an afternoon of spooky fun with the Haunted Campus Quest. This is a Halloween-themed scavenger hunt that offers a thrilling adventure across the college campus to solve riddles to uncover hidden clues at various resource departments. Along the way, students can also enjoy some trick-or-treating and collect goodies from each department. And this is tomorrow, which is Halloween, from noon to 2 p.m. at the Northline campus. And check out our post after the show for more information.
Another Halloweenish, I guess you could say it's a little Halloween flavor. Going goth for a good cause. The Bedichek-Orman auction. It's happening on Friday. Now it's November 1st, but they've got this goth theme. Their Gothic night is asking HCC faculty and staff to come together in costume to enjoy dinner, drinks, and camaraderie while supporting HCC professional development in a night of fun bidding wars. Always a lot of fun. This year, it's happening at the West Houston Institute, 5:30 to 9 p.m. on Friday, November the 1st. FYI, we've heard that two of our HCCTV hosts, both department deans they are, will be dressed as Mary Shelley and Frankenstein. So that should be interesting in and of itself. So check it out if you get a chance. Great cause to support. And we've also got tricks or dog treats happening as well.
That's right. Digicom professor Carolyn Todd has orchestrated a one-of-a-kind showcase called the Tricks and Treats Dog Show. She'll join us on the show tomorrow to explain and give us a preview. And the dog show is this Friday, November 1st from 10 a.m. to noon at the West Houston Institute courtyard here on our HCC Northwest A-Leaf campus. So you can check out our post after the show for more information.
Okay, University Preview Days. Lamar University is being previewed by HCC's Career Services, and students wanting to transfer there, this is the time to get your questions answered. They're going to be at the Eastside Learning Hub, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday, November the 4th, that is. And you can check our post after the show for more information on that. We're already talking spring 2025. I know it sounds insane. I'm still mentally in 2023 right now, but we're talking spring 2025, Lana, and registration's underway.
That's right. Registration for spring semester has now started, with classes being offered in a variety of programs and in various semester As you know, HCC courses are offered in a range of modalities. And to learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover cost, you can go to hccs.edu/apply.
Okay, it's Halloween week tomorrow. It's coming to a conclusion. We've got Thursday Family Fun Day, and we'll host the man behind the ethereal Galveston Ghost Tours. Eddie Spector will be here tomorrow, and we'll welcome back Carolyn Tan back to the show to talk about her special one-of-a-kind showcase called Tricks and Treats Dog Show. And lots of other surprises tomorrow on the show. Lana, good to see you on this Wednesday. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll see all of you tomorrow morning, live, 10 a.m. on Up to the Minute.